welcome back to my channel. Today I have for you 3 Jenga blocks craft ideas. Let's get started. DIY number 1. For this project, like I said, I'm going to be using Jenga blocks that came from the Dollar Tree. I am so happy I was able to find a bunch of them, so I just grabbed them. I knew I would be creating this type of video. For the first project, I'm going to be using 28 pieces, and I chose this brown color. First, I'm going to take 4 of them and I'm going to glue them together next to each other, like I'm showing over here. I'm using hot glue because it's so fast and convenient, but you can certainly use any glue that you would like. When I was done with these 4, then I'm going to start hot gluing 2 together in a row, like I'm showing over here. And I'm going to do that to the rest of them. So when all of them were done, this is what we have. So I'm going to take this base for glued together, and then I'm going to take 2 like you see over here on the top and 2 on the bottom, and I'm going to hot glue them together. I am creating a mini planter, hanging planter, and this is going to be a base for it. Now at this point I decided I'm going to paint this. I'm using this Martha Stewart chalk paint in a color clay. I really like this color, and I decided to give it not really full coverage. I wasn't mad if there was any brown showing through, so it looked a little bit distressed, but I really didn't want to be just that brown color. So now that everything was painted and dried, I'm going to start assembling my planter. First, I'm going to take 2 of these pieces and I'm going to hot glue them to the base. So almost till the end. I wanted the corners to be sticking out a little bit. So you see what I'm doing over here. I'm just hot gluing them closer to the end, and I'm doing that to the other side as well. I'm just using a little dab of hot glue for this. Then I'm going to take 2 more and I'm going to do the same thing, just on the opposite ends. So I'm going to repeat this until I was completely done with my supplies. Now you don't have to use 28 pieces. You can use more if you want taller hanging planter, or you can use less. I mean this, or you can make it bigger. You can make a larger base. It's totally up to you. It is very versatile, and that's what I like. I'm so sorry I sound like this. My nose is completely stuffed. The allergies are hitting me really bad. So I really am sorry you have to hear my voice like this. So now at this point, I am going to use a jute twine, and I'm going to thread it through the top piece and just around the corner, and I'm going to tie a knot. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So I'm pushing it between the second to last and the last one and going it around it and tying a knot. And I'll do the same thing to the opposite 2 ends. And those are going to be the hanging parts of this planter. This is how it turned out. And I also had some yellow flowers that were in a burlap sack, and I'm going to just put them in. And that's it for this project. I absolutely love this one. I knew I'm going to make this once. I wanted to make this for a long time, and I was so happy I'm able to share this with you guys. Tell me what you think about this one. Today's video is sponsored by Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of amazing classes such as design, crafts, photography, marketing, and others. So if you would like to learn something new or just broaden your knowledge, this is a place for you. They offer video lessons and a class project. You can do them anytime. Most of them are less than 60 minutes long. I recently took a class, Personal Branding, Crafting Your Social Media Presence by Kate Ahrens, and I loved it. This is exactly what is going to help my social media presence to become better.
Members get unlimited access to the classes, and it is less than $10 a month for an annual subscription. Skillshare has kindly offered the first 1,000 of my subscribers who click on the link in my description box will get a free trial of a premium membership. It is a great deal, and I highly, highly recommend it.
DIY number 2. For this project, I'm going to be using 45 pieces of Jenga blocks. I decided to use these natural wood color, and I'm not going to paint them. So first I'm taking 7 pieces and I'm going to hot glue them next to each other, just like I'm showing over here. You can use ruler as your guide, and I'm using the line on my backdrop. But you have to know that Jenga blocks are not always the same size, so there will be some variations. It cannot be perfect, but I'm totally okay with that because my projects are usually rustic. So now I have 4 separate pieces of 7, and I'm going to hot glue 2 of 7 together like so. And I'm going to do the same thing with the other ones. Now I'm going to put these to the side, and I'm going to take 4 of the Jenga blocks pieces, and I'm going to hot glue them together exactly like I'm showing over here. So first 2, and then I'm going to hot glue these 2 together next to each other. I will do the same thing to all of them. There will be 1 left over, but I'm going to use it later. Now I'm going to take one of those of the 14 blocks that I created earlier. That's going to be my base, and then I'm going to start adding these 4 pieces all the way around there. That is going to be the size of this box. I'm actually creating a trinket box or jewelry box, or it can be anything. So I am just adding a hot glue, and I am creating a box. Again, like I said, you will see on a few spots that there is some space between, and it's not perfect, but I'm totally fine with that. Now I'm taking the other 14, and I'm going to take that 1 piece that I had left over, and I'm going to hot glue it on top. I also decided to use a little square wood piece, also from the Dollar Tree, and hot glue it on the top. I thought it added perfect finish touch. So that's it for this project. I love how this turned out. I think it's so unique, and I think it's just absolutely perfect. It can be personalized. You can paint it if you want, stain it. I decided to leave it as it is. And of course, my daughter already grabbed it for her little hair ties, and she loved it. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm Jelena, stay-at-home mom of 2 kids. I love crafting and doing DIY projects. Everything is on a budget and mostly in a rustic and farmhouse style. If that sounds good to you, please come and join my channel. I would love to have you. I hope you will like my other videos as well. If you're returning, thank you for all your support you have given me. If you're on a social media, I would like to connect with you. I'm on Instagram, Pinterest, and Facebook. Come and say hi. I post a lot of my DIYs over there and some things about my personal life as well. Also, my regular upload times are Tuesdays and Fridays at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. And if I'm participating in a challenge or collaboration that has different times, I'll let you know in advance. And DIY number 3. This one is super simple. I decided for the purpose of this video to use only 6 of these, but certainly you can make more. You should make more. I'm going to give them one good coat of this Waverly chalk paint in a color ink. When everything was completely painted and dried, I'm going to take my ruler, and I will take this golden kind of pen, but this, or not pen, marker. You can certainly use any color of your marker you want. I had this one on hand, so I decided to use that one. First, I will pull the line right in the middle, and then I'm going to start writing dots. So I wanted to create dominoes from these Jenga blocks. As soon as I picked up a Jenga block, it kind of reminded me of dominoes, and I knew I wanted to include it in my project eventually. So you know the rest. You just go ahead and do that to all of your pieces until you're completely done. I think this is such a perfect and such an easy project to do. It's great for a gift. It's great to do with your kids. And the best part, it is so inexpensive. So if you want to make a full set of dominoes, it will cost you less than $1. So that is it for this project. It was extremely simple to make, like you saw, and I want to hear from you guys. What do you think? If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It means so much to me and it helps my channel being promoted on YouTube. And also subscribe with the notification bell on to all so you don't miss any of my future videos. I also used this box to put the dominoes in. I thought it was a great idea. I want to hear from you which one of these projects was your favorite, number 1, number 2, or number 3, and would you recreate any of these? Thank you so much for being here and watching. Don't forget to check out Skillshare, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.